chilling there, chilling. I love myself. Anyway, I did this video because during the course of my matchmaking, I've spoken with a lot of guys and I've been getting this same nagging complaint, and decided to brave and do this video. So it turns out that I've become a vlogger, like matchmaker, blogger, vlogger, you know what I'm saying, you know. Anyway, since I love to talk, I decided to leverage on my talents, and today I want to share like a very important topic that I've noticed. A nagging complaint by most guys. Well, the nagging complaint by most guys about ladies is that most ladies look good on the outside and they don't, how do I put it, but inside they're empty. In their skulls they're empty. And I decided to put this video out there to encourage ladies to please ladies, you have to make a great effort to make sure that you're whole, even without a man in your life. You have to make sure that you have a life of your own. You have to make sure that you make a difference in your life. You have to make sure that each day you're trying and taking steps towards edifying yourself, towards improving yourself, towards being all that your creator and your maker, the Almighty God, created you to be. I mean, do you know you're endowed with lots of potential? Aside the fact that women were created to be nurturers, like have kids, be helpmates to men, you came to this world with a specific purpose. You came, your creator didn't make you to just be ordinary, live a boring, ordinary, average life and then you die. You came to this world to make a difference. You came to this world for a purpose. Aside being a mother and a wife, you're supposed to touch lives, you're supposed to touch generations, you're supposed to, do great exploits. So ladies, I want to encourage everybody that you have to take actual steps to make sure that you're the woman who God has planned and desired and created you to be. Now let's look at these steps one after the other. The first step in being a woman of high value, in being a woman to be revered, admired, in being a woman and all that your creator has created you to be, the first step is self-respect. You must respect yourself. I mean, respect, we know, is reciprocal. Nobody is going to respect you better than you respect yourself. Like, have value for yourself. I don't know, I don't really understand when I see women down on themselves, saying I'm not good enough, I'm not beautiful enough. It doesn't, you feel like your whole world is crashed down because people don't accept you. No, my dear sister. You have to love yourself first. Have self-respect for yourself. Take yourself as a person of value. God has created you to be a queen. I mean, you're of the DNA of God. You're an heiress in God's kingdom. So you're not supposed to allow people trample on you. Even if they don't accept you or like you, it's fine. Once you like yourself, you love yourself, you respect yourself. That's all that matters. That's the first step. Don't go making people the center of your world. Don't go making people feel without them you can't survive. Don't go depending totally, putting your hope in man. Even the Bible says, woe to him or she who puts her trust in man. Have faith in your Almighty God. Have faith in yourself. Be confident, be whole. That's number one. So let's look at number 2 step. Second point I'll take in being a woman of high value is having a solid drive for success. What am I talking about, a solid drive for success? I'm going to tell you something. In this life, nobody's going to encourage you better than you encourage yourself. You have to be determined within yourself that even if I'm created female, even if I'm created a woman, I'm supposed to make a difference, and it doesn't matter how it comes. Like, I'm going to put my best, I'm going to put my best foot forward. People are going to laugh, yes. There'll be discouragers along the way, but have solid drive. Focus on your goal, have a solid drive for success. Focus your mind on your goal and work towards it, and pay no heed to naysayers, because there will be people created by the devil to bring your dreams down. There will be people created by the devil to make you come crashing down. We're not created to be average, we're created to do great exploits. Like, look at me, I never imagined that I'll be matchmaking singles. Like, on a normal day, people will just think, oh, maybe she'll be sad, she's not yet married, she doesn't have kids yet. I decided to turn my lemons into lemonade. I was like, what? You mean I'm gonna sit on my bed and cry in this short life that I have? I said no. I'm gonna pursue goals. I'm gonna do great exploits. I'm gonna touch lives. Like, even when I said something to meet, I was discouraged. I was yabbed. People insulted me. People didn't believe in me. People laughed at me. People were like, actually, man, she's always coming up with one thing or the other. But what did I do? I kept on my goal. I was like, I need to be the solution. I need to make a difference. And I'm so proud of myself. And all thanks to God, my Almighty, for backing my dream and my goal. And we have 4 success stories today. So you have to be driven. You have to decide by yourself that you're going to be the best you can be. You have to decide by yourself that you're going to succeed with or without a man in your life, with or without encouragement from others. You have to be driven. Know that you came to this world alone and alone you shall depart. And you shouldn't depart from this earth without making a positive impact in your generation. So let's look at the number 3 step. I need to cut them short so that I don't waste so much time on the video because of people's kind of complaining. So number 3 step is believing in your self-worth and believing in yourself. Like, this point cannot be overemphasized. So many people depend on others. They wait for applause. They wait for people to keep hailing them before they take steps, before they take action on any of their goals. They want somebody to give them an or a push. My best, you don't have to wait for anybody. You don't have to wait for nobody. Believe in yourself. That dream, that goal. Do you want an extra degree? Do you have a goal? Do you have a vision of what you want to achieve? Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and achieve. Limitation militating against you is the limitation you placed on yourself. I have a couple of students that I lecture and I take, and I encourage them every day to be the best they can be. I mean, the world is at your feet. You're filled with unlimited potential. Believe in yourself. Do not depend on others to give you or edify you or to motivate you. Believe in yourself, my dear ladies. Believe in yourself. So let's go to the next point. This is a very important point. Read, read, read. Growing up, okay, I'll say I was a smart kid as a child. Like, I used to leave my class and all. But I had this issue with reading. Like, I just used to leave my class, maybe in primary school, like do well, but I never used to actually read. I just used to read for exams, you know, like I'm going to jack and pass, so I must get A's, you know. But I decided on my own while growing up, I just noticed that your horizon will be limited if you don't read. I mean, there are lots of chaos. There's a lot of chaos happening in Nigeria. One day, one bad news. Oh, the government is not doing something great. Things are not moving well. But if you read, like, books from different authors, books that edify you, your horizon will be broadened. Why do you think I had the guts to do Solo2hooked? Why do you think I had the drive to do Solo2hooked? If I probably didn't read books and found out that, wait a minute, I'm filled with unlimited potential. If I decided to listen to what people, men have told me, even family members had told me in the past about who I am, I wouldn't have been here sitting down and doing this video. But why do I have the guts to do this video today? It's because I read books. I discovered that there's a lot of treasure written in books. I mean, from entrepreneurship, there are lots of books that covers all topics. Entrepreneurship, relationship. Not just read for reading's sake. Don't just read because you want to prove to a guy or somebody that you're hardworking and you read. No, read to improve yourself. Read to gain knowledge, because the Bible even says my people perish for lack of knowledge. Read to edify yourself. Read to be the best you can be. Read, I mean, there are lots of skills, lots of knowledge to gain in good books. I don't mean any kind of books, good books. So read, my sisters, read. And you find out that if you keep reading, I mean, when you're engaged in a discussion, you have valuable contributions. In fact, your view will be out of this world, and they'll be like, wow, she's not just beautiful on the outside, but she has something upstairs, which is key. Beauty should come from within, not just on the surface. So let's look at the next point I'm going to take. Prune your friends. Watch your association. I always write on my Solo2hooked platform. I always emphasize on association. Prune your friends. Watch your association. Stay away from negative people. I mean, it cannot be overemphasized. When I decided to start Solo2hooked, I had a couple of people who discouraged me. Like, Chidima, you're single, you know, what will people say? Chidima this, Chidima. I was like, no. Currently, as much as I reach out to a wild public, as much as I touch lives, I connect people, you find that I have little or no friends. I mean, like, the friends I have, I choose them and I make sure they encourage me. Then I also encourage students in school, like, prune your squad. I mean, if you have that friend that's always talking about men 247, or how men are heartbreakers, or how this, or always complaining, or always being negative, you don't have to stay around such people like me. Before you know it, they begin to rub off on you and you begin to act like them. Prune your friends, iron sharpeneth iron. The Bible even says so. So I decided on my own this year, 2017, henceforth, I'm going to only associate with people of value. My dear, if you're not adding value to my life, I'm moving. Like if I talk to you and I'm not getting any vibe, like where are you going to? How are you adding value to my life? I'm not talking about money in any way. You're gonna move like to the left, please. I'm not here to waste my time. Like life is short. I have limited time to achieve my purpose on earth. I can't waste my time talking about things that do not edify me, talking about things that do not improve me, complaining about Nigeria and its issues. Just imagine the way I decided to take upon Solo2hooked. If every Nigerian decides, okay, in this area where I found a problem, I'm going to provide a solution, the world will be a better place. We won't have to wait for government to actually come and take any action before anything or any change happens. So prune your friends. Stay with friends that only encourage you. Stay with friends that are positive. Stay with friends that are dreaming. When you stay with different friends, they have a way of rubbing off on you, and you find out that the sky will be your starting point. So your company, what's the company you keep? Keep good company. Keep company of A-listers. Keep company of people who edify you. So let's go to the other points. The next point I'm going to talk about is think positive. Be positive thinking. In my early days as a youngster, I used to sort of focus on the negative a little, and when I read the book The Secret and read a couple of books, I found that thoughts are actually powerful. You never can imagine. Solo2hooked, for instance, started as a thought. So many things that I've seen come to pass in my life, my red carpets, my blogging, like now my vlogging, all started as a thought. I talk about them and nature somehow, like I'm achieving my goals right now. So you see, your thoughts are very important. So you have to make sure that even if the devil decides to plant negative seed in your mind, you push out the negative with the positive. Like think positive thoughts, think edifying thoughts, think thoughts that are of good. If it's even written in the Bible that you should think and prune your thoughts. When negative thoughts of discouragement, I know it happens to everybody, it also happens to me. I decide to implant in my mind positive thoughts. Like it can't be overemphasized. Positive thoughts of yourself, positive thoughts of your self-esteem, positive thoughts that you're great, you're a good person, you're a person of value. Do not allow negative thoughts of you're not good enough, you're not beautiful enough, you're not intelligent enough, you're not bold enough, you don't have sass enough, you're not chic enough discourage you and prevent you from your goals. Have positive thoughts. So let's go to the next point. So the next point I'll be taking is be determined by yourself and give. Be a determined lady. Be a determined lady in all you do, in all your goals, and have a heart to give. Have a heart to touch lives. I mean, God created us to be a blessing since He has blessed us. I mean, your whole. Once you have like a full body, all your organs functioning well, you should be a blessing to others. You shouldn't look for ways to bring people down, to laugh and talk people down. Be a giver. Be a determined lady to do positive things in the lives of others. You didn't come to this earth to live a selfish life. You came to edify. You came to promote. You came to bring up. You're not nurturers, you're uplifters. So be a giver and be a determined lady. Thank you. I'll continue this video series in my next session. Have a wonderful day. Bye.